Government has made a significant commitment to the Ministry of National Security in the 2019-2020 national budget. The ministry is getting an increase of $7.6 billion on its capital budget of $20.2 billion. This will be used to boost operations of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Jamaica Defense Force, and the Department of Correctional Services. The larger portion of $72.4 billion will go towards administrative expenses under the recurrent estimates. This brings the total allocation for the Security Ministry to close to $93 billion. With $20.2 billion to spend, the National Security Ministry will be improving infrastructure for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Department of Correctional Services, and Jamaica Defense Force. It includes funds to bolster coastal security, improve the working conditions for members of the JCF, and general outfitting of equipment.
This will bring us to a reasonable level and begin to put pressure on criminal organizations.
Let's look at the distribution. $2.9 billion will be used on infrastructure development. That includes completing 2 barracks and renovating the Montego training camp,
allowing for more efficient response as required.
The infrastructure budget also provides money to construct and improve correctional centers. $1.2 billion will also go to the JCF to construct an autopsy suite, expand the Caribbean Regional Law Enforcement Training Center, and complete the design for a joint security post in Montpelier, St. James. This is in addition to the construction and renovation of 60 police stations across the island.
Stations we are looking at for significant improvement in this fiscal year: Lucy, Half a Tree, Spanish Town is a new station, Black River repair, Santa Cruz repair, Brownstone, Clarkstone, Kingston Central, Constant Spring, work has started that already. Bog Walk, that will be done by Jamaica Social Investment Fund.
In addition, the National Housing Trust is building 20 stations in its housing development areas, while the Jamaica Social Investment Fund will be undertaking repairs to 8. The mobility of the security forces will also be bolstered with approximately $2.5 billion. The units will be outfitted with an assortment of patrol vehicles and bikes.
Right now we're going through a phase where we need the high mobility, so the mobile reserve had to get a lot of the vehicles in terms of, doing their work in the high crime areas, which is not just the SOE areas, but places like Clarendon, St. Catherine, and Westmoreland.
And that's not all. $11.8 billion has been set aside to purchase general and specialized equipment for the Coast Guard, JDF, and JCF, as well as a surveillance aircraft.
This, Mr. Speaker, will allow Jamaica to improve its border security and stem the flow of illegal weapons and contraband, which fuels organized crime.
To strengthen measures that will lead to an increase in the conviction rate in murder cases, the ministry will be spending $489.7 million. This will be used to install 292 CCTV cameras and equipping the Forensic Lab and Firearm Licensing Authority with tools such as bullet tracks and engraving machines.
We are renewing the entire radio network system, the contact center, which has fallen apart, and seeking to the fingerprint system upgrade, and of course the closed circuit TV system, which should be fully functional by the end of September.
At the same time, further strengthening of legal framework will come from targets under the Justice, Security, Accountability and Transparency Project. They include construction of an annex at the Forensic Science Laboratory, provision of training and equipment to fight corruption, as well as installing an electronic case management system. And $1.4 billion will be spent to improve behavioral changes through conflict resolution, social inclusion, and safety among citizens in targeted communities. This is being done under the Citizen Security and Justice Program 3. Among the objectives for the upcoming financial year are conducting outreach activities for at-risk youth, training parents, carrying out situational crime prevention projects, and providing vocational skills and job training to hundreds of participants. The Ministry of National Security, employing a holistic approach to crime fighting by empowering citizens and building the capacity of the security forces.